And now, Introduce Everything proudly presents Waterella, based on the story of Cinderella. Once upon a time, there lived a young adult girl named Waterella. Waterella lived with her mean, splashy stepsisters named Weta, Aqua, Tila, Ila, Rivera, and Swimmer. Weta, Aqua, Tila, Ila, Rivera, and Swim made Waterella do all the chores. Sweep the floor, wash the dishes, Waterella, said Wakala, Weta, Aqua, Tila, Ila, Rivera, and Swimmer. One day, the king of Oceanham's messenger said, hear ye, the king of Oceanham is going to throw a ball, and whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Lakey. But Waterella is not welcome. Her 6 mean, splashy stepsisters are, Weta said. Prince Lakey is gonna marry me, Aqua said. No way, Weta. He's gonna marry me, Tila said. Both of you are wrong. He's gonna marry me, Ila said. He's gonna marry me. Me! Rivera said. All 4 of you are wrong. He's gonna marry me. Swimmer said, no way. He's gonna marry me. Waterella made her 6 mean, splashy stepsisters gowns for the ball. Later, Waterella was so sad and crying so hard. Suddenly, Waterella's fairy godmother arrives and asks, why are you crying, Waterella? Waterella answers, I wanted to go to the ball, but I'm not welcome. The fairy godmother said, I can help out. I can fix that with a bit of water magic. Splashity, splashity, Sue! Waterella is so happy that all chores are done and said, how can I ever thank you? But I don't have anything to wear. The fairy godmother said, don't worry, my sweets. Waterella's rags and torn dress turned into a gown and crown. Waterella said, I have never seen such a splasherific gown. And get a load of my glass swim fins. The fairy godmother said, I'm not done yet. To get to the ball, you're going to need a vehicle. Fetch me a shell. Waterella picked a nice shell. The fairy godmother turned the shell into a handsome carriage drawn by 4 strong dolphins. The fairy godmother said, have fun, Waterella, my sweets. But I would warn you, return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken. Waterella accepted the warning. Meanwhile, at the ball, Prince Lakey was wondering who he should marry. Waterella, of course, Weta, Aqua, Tila, Ila, Rivera, and Swimmer said all together. Prince Lakey's swimming towards me. Well, he's not. But Prince Lakey is swimming towards Waterella. Prince Lakey and Waterella danced together but later, Waterella realized it's midnight. She swims out of the ball and swims so fast that she lost one of her glass swim fins. Prince Lakey is worried that he might never see Waterella again. He traveled all around the sea to find her, bringing the glass swim fin with him. Prince Lakey knocked on the door of the house where Waterella and the 6 stepsisters went. Prince Leaky said, "Ladies, I have a favor to ask. Can any try on this glass swim fin?" Weta is firm, but her foot is too big. Aqua said, Aqua is next, but her foot is too small. Tila, Ila, Rivera, and Swimmer tried it on too, but none of the feet fit. Prince Lakey noticed Water's sweet singing said, "It's you! You are the lady of Oceanham from the ball. I love you. Will you marry me?" Waterella gets so excited because she's happy to have Prince Lakey back. And they all lived happily ever after. The end. And take care, Andrew's Doors. Bye. Andrew's Doers. Andrew Knows Everything proudly presents Waterella 2 Beyond the Blue, based on Cinderella 2 Dreams Come True. Let's tell you the story, shall we? Once upon two times, Waterella and Prince Lakey are happily married. Several months later, they're pregnant, but Waterella is sick, so the baby might die. Waterella's fairy godmother knows a spell that can cure her. She chants the magic words, splashity, splashity, soo, and waves her magic wand, and the baby is cured. The baby is a girl named Ocean. 6 months later is the day of Ocean's royal birthday party. Suddenly, Waterella asks, "Everyone in Oceanham has their own gifts, but what about your gift, father-in-law?" The king of Oceanham has a magical necklace for Ocean, but he only remembers one thing. What does it do? Rub the jewel on it only for emergencies. But Weta, Aqua, Tila, Ila, Rivera, and Swimmer have a few tricks up their sleeves. The king of Oceanham's messenger saw them and said, "Oh no, we're in trouble! Oh, big trouble! Oh no! Goes over to the king of Oceanham and tells him, "Your Majesty, I don't mean to interrupt, but 6 evil ladies are headed for the party." The king of Ocean gets so infuriated and yells, "Sound the alarm!" And his messenger blows a trouble alarm. And the king's guards hear it and attack Weta, Aqua, Tila, Ila, Rivera, and Swimmer, but they attempt to escape. And then Ocean said, "I wish Weta, Aqua, Tila, Ila, Rivera, and Swimmer are in the castle's dungeon," and then rubbed the jewel on her new magical necklace. Because of that, her royal birthday party is saved, and Weta, Aqua, Tila, Ila, River, and Swimmer are now in the castle's dungeon. And Ocean, Waterella, and Prince Lakey lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story, Andrew's Doers. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Andrew Does Everything. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I've been debating on making the Waterella sequel as a bit of tradition. So if you want to see the July 28th, 2025, Waterella 3, a bit of addition. Maybe this could be a 2-month tradition. Take care. Bye. And now, Andrew Does Everything proudly presents Waterella 3, Somewhere Above the Sea. A second sequel to Waterella, based on the story of Cinderella, with a bit of a twist. Let's tell you the story, shall we, Andrew's Doers? Once upon 3 times, Waterella and Prince Lakey really loved their first child, Ocean. But Weta, Aqua, Tila, Ila, Rivera, and Swimma have a few tricks up their sleeves again. They are making a scent to the surface potion. The most evil magic potion known to Oceanham. If Ocean drinks the potion, she will be sent to the surface without her diving costume. The next day is Ocean's very first birthday. Weta, Aqua, Tila, Ila, Rivera, and Swimma sneak up behind a coral reef, steal Ocean, take off her diving costume, and forcefully feed the potion. But their plan is interrupted by Ocean's foster parents, Landon and Lindsay. Not so fast, said Weta, Aqua, Tila, Ila, River, and Swimma all together. So they try to kill all of them by using the King of Oceanham's old sword. But Ocean swings the sword and kills Weta, Aqua, Tila, Ila, River, and Swimma. The King of Oceanham sends his guards to save Ocean, but it's too late. Landon and Lindsay took her away. Ocean then grows up until she's 6 years old. She starts to enjoy life on land, but years to return home under the ocean. Landon and Lindsay tell her to come home, which gives her the chance to put her diving costume back on. But Landon and Lindsay warn her, never ever live under the sea. Waterella and Prince Lakey were really worried that they might never see Ocean again. And as punishment for diving into the ocean, Ocean is sent to their house. Mommy, Daddy! She wonders that she doesn't belong on land. She belongs under the water, and she's upset. Waterella, as fairy godmother, comes to help, but says the wrong magic spell. Spicy, spacey, Sue! And waves her magic wand. And then, to send Ocean into outer space. This makes her upset even more. Her even more foster parents, Cosmos and Astra, find her and bring her to their space station. Weta, Aqua, Tila, Ila, Rivera, and Swimma laugh maniacally. That Ocean is now in outer space. Ocean is now full of despair, as she will never rewrite Waterella and Prince Lakey again. After another 6 years later, Ocean is 12 years old now, and Cosmos and Astra have a rocket that she can use to get back home. I'm saved! She hollered excited. Later, she hops into the rocket, and a celebration in Ocean welcomes her home. And Ocean, along with Waterella and Prince Lakey, lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story, Andrews Doers. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on Andrews Everything, and buy our merchandise at andrewseverything.com. And I've been debating on making the Waterella based on Cinderella sequel as a bit of tradition. Maybe the next 2 months it'll be Waterella 4, A Twist on the Shore, something like that. And take care, Andrews Doers. And have you found your first child that got lost? Just let me know. And now, Andrew Does Everything proudly presents Waterella 4, A Twist on the Shore. A third sequel to Waterella based on the story of Cinderella, with a bit of a twist. Let's tell you the story, shall we? Once upon 4 times, Ocean, who is now a teenager, went for a swim with Waterella and Prince Lakey to celebrate Waterella and Prince Lakey's anniversary. But Ocean's foster parents, Landon and Lindsay, are worried about her. And Wada, Aqua, Tila, Ela, River, and Swimma have a few tricks up their sleeves again. Landon and Lindsay use a submarine to get Ocean back out of the water. The king of Ocean has messenger saw and said, "Oh no, we're in trouble. Oh, big trouble. No. He then goes over to the king of Ocean himself and says, "Your Majesty, surface intruders are heading for your granddaughter and the rest of us." The king of Ocean gets so infuriated that he yells, "Sound the alarm!" And then his messenger himself blows a trumpet alarm. And the king's guardian, hearing, yell, "Charge!" and attack Lyndon and Lindsay. Suddenly, a storm is coming, and everyone on the surface, including Landon and Lindsay, runs for cover. Luckily, Ocean knows what to do. She says, "I wish the storm would stop." And Waterella is very good every chance the magic words. Splash, splishity, splashity, Sue! And waves her magic wand exactly at the same time that they merge together and to make the storm stop. Landon and Lindsay say, "Thank you for saving our home, Ocean," which surprises Waterella. And Prince Lakey, who say, "You know, Ocean?" Later, Landon and Lindsay say, "We're sorry we stole your granddaughter, Ocean, your Majesty of Ocean." "Apology accepted," said the king of Oceanham. Suddenly, a young boy named Kevin screamed for help. "Help! He's stuck in a whirlpool, which is like a spinning black hole. And if Ocean gets sucked in too, she'll be in trouble as well." Luckily, Ocean and Waterella's fairy godmother combine their necklace and wand's magic again to save Kevin. "Thank you, Ocean," said Kevin. Sorry. But Weta, Aqua, Tila, Ela, River, and Swimma say, "Not so fast altogether." Only for Ocean's and Waterella's fairy godmother to combine their necklace and wand's magic again to trap them in the ocean and its castle's dungeon. A party in Oceanham honors Ocean, who is now a hero between land and sea alike. And then they all lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story, Andrews Doers. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on interneteverything.com. And buy our merchandise at interneteverything.com as well, like this hat I'm wearing. Take care. Bye.